What's up, YouTube? Welcome back to your channel. On the fly, I'm about to make this video right now just about how I've been feeling recently in the past few days, thinking about where my life has led me, where I'm at right now in my life, and just coming to terms with certain things, and reflecting a lot about who's in my life and why they're around. And we all come across certain people, right, where we know who our friends are, but at the same time, we're going to run into people that do not like us, that really just try to take stuff from us. Because there's people that I'm sure that you don't like, and there's a reason why you don't like this person. It's because maybe it's something they did to you, or sometimes people really just have envy over the littlest things because of something that they have that you don't. This is why it's like important to really just focus on the things that you're doing and compete with only yourself, and look at yourself in the mirror and be at adversary with just yourself and not have any enemies. Because in my life, the life that I've lived, and unfortunately where I'm at, fortunately enough for right now, I don't have enemies. I created a life for myself to, I've had enemies before. I've done things to create enemies, and I've also just have had people that do not like me. And there's nothing wrong with that. I'm a regular person, just like whoever's watching this video. I'm sure you yourself thinks to yourself, like, damn, there's somebody that doesn't like me, or damn, this guy did me wrong, he's an enemy of mine. I want to live a clear life, or just a clean slate. It's hard too when you grow up in an area where where I've grown up, where you're just gonna have people that don't like you. Simple. Not even just people that don't like you, but you're just gonna have enemies, lifelong enemies, and people that just will hold grudges till the day that they perish. And I'm living a life where I'm so headstrong and I'm so on track with what I got going on. I don't see a life for me to focus on having enemies, or even think about the people that have done me wrong, because I've accepted that where I'm at right now, whether if it's something that I did or something they did, karma's real. You got to understand this. For certain people, that their demise will end up like, if it's someone that really genuinely did something bad to you out of their own malice, karma is real and they will face their own consequences. You should not seek revenge. Revenge is an idiot's game. That's something I've always known, and something that I've learned very well, and it's very true, because when you seek revenge, it becomes a never-ending cycle, and to avoid that cycle, you got to stay on track with yourself. Now, I'm not only making this video just about, like, it's just a thought in my head. Like, I'm grateful for the life I have right now and the people I'm surrounded by, and that these are the people I want to be surrounded by. I have close relations with everyone around me, and there has not been any ounce of an idea of running into someone I don't like, But I want to make this for you guys as well. I'm sure you yourself is thinking to themselves that they have enemies, or that they have someone that they don't like, or someone that doesn't like them, and you're just thinking, they're just like, they live in your head rent free. You don't want that, because that's something that will cloud you for forever if you don't let that go. So I've had my fair share of altercations, and just, I'm gonna be truthful, like right now, like I've had altercations before, and they're just not gonna like you. So the best thing to do with those situations, or just those people, to one, avoid them at all costs. There's always there's a difference between people that got nothing to lose and everything to lose, okay? And the people that got nothing to lose, they're dangerous people. So stay away from those people at all costs. I want to just, when you have a lot to lose, you got to just keep that close to your chest and just be a strong person, be a strong individual. So I'm doing my best to stay that way. I believe in myself for me to stay that way, and I will be that way, and I won't create any enemies for myself. We shouldn't live a life of seeking for an enemy or seeking for danger. You know what I mean? But I'm sure there's somebody else that feels this way. Live your life with no enemies. You will feel so much more at peace with yourself, because you won't be having to look over your shoulder. This, you know, like, I'm gonna mute this. Like, I've lived that life before. I've had to live my life where I'm looking over my shoulder off of straight up paranoia. And right now, with the life I'm living right now, I've been very thankful. Just straight up just thankful for what I have. So I know this isn't as much of a, it's not really a positive video, but it's a real video, you know. This is like, these are real things that people go through and that I've went through myself. So I'm sharing that with you guys, and I appreciate you guys for watching this video. If you have any insight, or if you've taken any insight from this video, please do yourself a favor and just live your life with no enemies, and do as much good as you can, because at the end of the day, all you have is yourself. You should only compete with yourself. That's it. Be your own enemy, if that makes sense. But don't be your enemy either. Be someone that's greater than, be better every day. That's all I gotta say. Be better every day and have no enemies. I will see you guys in the next video. Thank you guys for watching. Peace.